Interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to most of you. Hey, I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. After an absolutely gorgeous day yesterday, things have really turned around, so much so that we had a thunder shower a little bit earlier this morning, in case you slept through it. Many of you didn't. Pretty tough to sleep through what we experienced. Some really heavy lightning and some pretty strong thunderstorm rumbles as we move through the real early morning before sunrise. But once the sun finally came up, things began to clear off. That system moved off to the east and is well into Canada, eastern Canada, eastern Ontario province. It's moving into western Quebec province as we speak. So enough of that. We will be looking at another system. We'll talk about that in just a second. But right now, let's enjoy sunshine and 59 degrees at the airport, 59 at Radio Center. Downtown Midland is 59. Downtown Bay City, let's follow suit. 59 degrees as well. We do have a south breeze at about 15 miles per hour. Barometer is rising now, 29.72. We had a low pressure system that has pretty much parked itself over western sections of the Upper Peninsula. Eventually, it is going to be moving off to the east-northeast, and along with that is going to come whatever precipitation activity we experienced here a little bit earlier. Not a lot of rain, although in northern Michigan, around Atlanta and a few other places, they did report close to 0.3 of an inch. For the most part, we were looking at 1/10 of an inch, if that, in the Great Lakes Bay region, but it came down real hard, real fast. Not even a minute's worth of heavy downpour, and then things finally moved off. Eventually, what is going to be happening is there is going to be another low-pressure system that is going to be situated over the eastern part of the Upper Peninsula a little bit later on this afternoon, and that is going to usher in another low-pressure system, which is developing over Wyoming tonight. That low is going to be pushing some warmer air at us as we move into the middle part of the work week. By Tuesday night, we're going to begin to see a little bit better chance of some precipitation. But then during the day on Wednesday, it's going to be warm. We're looking at about 17 degrees above average the middle of the week on Wednesday. But along with that is going to come the threat of some thunderstorm activity because a warm front is going to be moving up through the state. So real early before sunrise on Wednesday morning, that warm front is going to be moving across the Michigan border with Indiana and Ohio, and then move up through the state during the day on Wednesday. And along with it is going to come some thunder shower activity. Overall rain, that's what it looks like on Wednesday. It also looks like the systems are going to be rather rapidly moving. So we're not going to see what we have seen over the past 3 weeks, where systems move in and then just sit there, giving us steady rains, heavy, a little bit lighter, and then steady again. We're going to get some breaks in the precipitation pattern, which is a whole lot closer to what's normal for rain activity here in the Great Lakes Bay area. We have seen a series of low-pressure systems that have pretty much died once they got close to the lakes. These lows are going to be moving a little bit more, so they're not just going to sit. But eventually, what we are going to see as we approach the Easter weekend is we are going to see some cooler air move in. So let's enjoy at least average, if not above average, temperatures to take us through the day today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and more than likely on Thursday, we're going to see temperatures pretty close to normal, which is 53, 54 in the afternoon. And all the way through this period, we're not going to be seeing temperatures dropping down into the freezing area. they're going to stay well above normal. Normal low this time of the year is 34. So we will be above average as we approach the Easter weekend. But then once we move into Friday, any chances of precipitation are going to be passing us by. Matter of fact, I think Thursday is going to be a pretty uneventful day. We're looking for temperatures in the low 50s on Thursday with partly cloudy skies. At night, Thursday night, mid 30s, upper 30s, 37, 38 degrees. And then Friday, partly cloudy skies, a little cooler, right around 49, 50, 38 for a low. Then Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be in the upper 40s both days with low temperatures right around the freezing mark on Saturday night and on Sunday night. Sunday night, Easter Sunday evening, there will be another system affecting our weather. So precipitation is in the forecast. I think there is going to be an outside chance of seeing a little bit of it late this afternoon, but then partly cloudy skies because of a high overnight on tonight and into the morning hours tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like a pretty nice day until, as I said, later in the day, in the evening hours. And then rain showers are going to kick in, especially after midnight. And its rain shower activity is going to be around pretty much all day on Wednesday. Record high in this state is 83, set back in 1945. The record low 18, set in 1943. A year ago today, we had a nice day. 63 was our high, 49 was our low. We did pick up a little bit of precipitation. For the month of April, we had a little bit better than 1.1 inches of moisture, and we're pretty close to spot on again this year. At the airport anyway, just a little bit better than 1 inch of rain. Incidentally, the record high snowfall on this date, April the 11th, was set back in 1993. We had just under 3 inches of snow. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Gary Kaufman standing by at the Star of the West. He'll give us the latest of what's going on there. But before we do all of that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrient Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor Parts. You know, they understand that that tractor might be a hobby, passion, or even your livelihood or legacy for the next generation. At Steiner Tractor, they share your enthusiasm for these antique machines, and they know that you want to keep them running. That's why they take their job personally at Steiner Tractor Parts, because they understand how your life and job both stop if your tractor stops running. New parts for old tractors made easy. 800-234-3280 or go to the website steinertractor.com. Before we get to Gary Kaufman, I want to say thank you to Charlie Rood for sitting in for us last Thursday and Friday. Really appreciate it, as we were able to take care of some family matters that came up. But we're right back at it. So Gary Kaufman, I don't know what happened toward the tail end of last week, other than I did see a few pluses around. How are we starting the morning off, the new week off right now?
Well, good morning there, Terry. Well, we got corn positive and wheat positive, and soybeans are taking it on the chin this morning. But so with that, currently, let's call cash wheat up 27 right now, Terry, at 1033 on the white, 983 on the red. New crop also up 27 at 1045 on the white, 995 on the red. Cash corn, let's call it up 2 at 706. New crop is currently up 4 at 665. Cash soybeans down 30 at 15.94, and new crop down 15 at 14.15. Terry.
I guess it doesn't surprise me that soybeans are down. I had a chance to take a look at the prospective plantings report over the weekend, and I'm looking at this thing and I'm seeing that soybeans all across the country, big jump as far as projected planted acres. And here in Michigan, I'm going back at least a couple of years, back to 2020, and the projected acreage for soybeans is greater than we've seen the past couple of years.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, it's kind of what the trade was looking for, especially, with the fertilizer cost, input costs, and whatnot. But, and also you look at the weather forecast and what's going to shape up here as you look at, you look down south with the window for corn is kind of closing fast for planting. Then, in the Delta area, and, some of those acres, they already were switching from 20 to 30% of acres to beans to start with, and less corn and rice, and that number could be growing if the wet conditions continue for sure. So.
And down south, how they doing as far as South America goes with harvest?
Well, they're progressing well, and that was part of the report on Friday too, Terry. I mean, overall, they took the South America crop. It had we got that second Safrinha crop, and that's what the trade is watching now. But overall projections for that crop, it was up, larger than expected. So we had a couple of bearish, couple neutral things in the numbers, and overall it was pretty much neutral to slightly bearish. But the prices responded friendly on Friday, which was a surprise. But yeah, we're going to watch South America. We're going to watch demand, and we're going to watch potential acreage shift as we head to the June report. At this point. So.
All right, Gary. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay.
I will. You do the same. Thanks, Terry.
Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. A little bit more as far as what's going on. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining me. The market report brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline. It is spring Ram commercial truck season right now at Schaefer and Beerline. They are the Great Lakes Bay Area certified ag dealer, and they've been around since 1852. So obviously they know cars and trucks. So buy with confidence from a dealer where family and service sells cars. That is Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth. And by Thumb Bank, serving the needs of farmers for well over 125 years. 2 locations in Bay City, also Cass City, Caseville, Pigeon, and Bad Axe. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Morning, Doug.
Good morning.
Here we go.
Oh, what a world.
Oh, God. Some things never change, do they?
No, pretty much. So crude oil's down $4.14. I'm going to guess that's setting the narrative for soybeans being down what they are. We got a new high in December 22 and September 23, corn. Also in December 22 and July 23, wheat. So the buyers are still buying on that side, and there's no sellers left to sell on that side. So that market's hot right now for the moment. So here's your numbers. The May corn, 771, up 2 1/4. December corn is 720, up 4 cents. And September of 23 corn, 668 1/4, up 4 3/4. The May soybeans, 1659 1/4, down 29 3/4. November soybeans, 1482 1/4, down 13 1/4. And November of 23 soybeans, 1381 1/2, down 7 cents. The May wheat is 1086, up 34 1/2. December wheat is 1081, up 28 1/4. And then July of 23 wheat is 966 1/4, up 18 1/4. Crude oil, 94.20, down $4.06. Heating oil is 327.59, down 4.2 cents. Gasoline is $3.25 of a penny, down 10 1/2 cents. Natural gas, 651 1/2, that's up 23 1/2 cents. Canadian dollar, US dollar gets you 126.15 at the border. That's up 47 ticks. The yen is at 125.53, up 121 ticks. The euro's at 108.79, up 3 ticks. The dollar's at 99.95. That's up 16 ticks. Gold is at 1948.40, up $6.40. Silver's at $25.17, up 35.5 cents. Platinum's at $9.74. It's up $1.80.
Oh, wow. Snooze.
Don't spill your coffee.
No. Doug, have a good one.
Okay, you too.
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. We say good morning to Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Jerry, I guess there's two words right now that are top of my mind when it comes to our weather: warm rain.
That will be great, particularly so we can get the frost laws off. That warm rain will go down and help take that deeper frost underneath the roads out. So maybe we can get some trucking done a little bit sooner than normal. But that'll help us a lot, help push everything along. We're actually really slow right now, so that'll be good. But Terry, what I want to talk about today is I'm seeing some advertising out there for overseeding lawns. And I don't know if there's any practical reason you need to overseed a lawn. If you've got a bare spot, then you can work that up, scratch it up, and add some grass seed. But to take a seed spreader and go over an existing lawn and drop grass seed down, called overseeding, is a total waste. Your farmers that are listening, they always incorporate the seed into the soil. They work the soil up and then they drill it in. They wouldn't even think of just taking their seed and throwing it over the field without working it or putting it in the ground. And that's what you're doing with grass seed when you're seeding. So do not overseed your lawn. If you need to touch it up, rake it up, or add some soil, and then add the grass seed and incorporate it into the soil.
Good advice. Jerry, thank you.
Yes, sir.
You have a good one. All righty. Jerry Samolsky. Eric Sawatsky joins us in a moment.
Looking for a career where every day is different? Got a knack for working on farm equipment? We're looking to grow our team. Hudson Inc., your local John Deere dealer, is responsible for keeping farmers of America running. Honest, dependable, and self-reliant mechanical technicians is who we are looking for. Hudson provides continuing education, tool allowances, and benefits. If you're interested in becoming a part of the Hudson team, go online and search Hudson Inc. Careers for more information.
Do you have a yield monitor in your combine? Do you print off a pretty picture every year, but you don't know what to do with it? Why don't you have PC Ag Solutions analyze your data to help you make profitable decisions for the upcoming season? We can help you analyze your data from your planter, sprayer, or combine and compare it to your soil types and nutrient availability. Anything from the planting date to your speed, population, and variety to elevation, drainage, and in-season applications. We can help you make the most profitable decision on your farm. Call us today, 989-868-4444. Along with me, Eric Sawatsky with Yo and Yo Accounting. Eric, what is it, a week from today? We better have those tax files in the mail or something anyway.
Yeah, Terry, it seems like it's gone by quickly, but yeah, we only have a week left to get those tax returns filed. Obviously, everyone knows your personal income tax returns are coming up due. We do get 3 extra days this year to April 18th. But then keep in mind that if you can't file by then and you need to file an extension, that does not extend the need to pay. So if you owe with your return, you should estimate how much is due and make a payment with that extension, or get that payment in and filed. Basically needs to be postmarked by the 18th to be considered timely. So keep that in mind. There's also other returns that have deadlines on Monday. If you have a trust return, if you have a corporate income tax return that you're a calendar year end, that's due this coming Monday as well. So several deadlines coming up, and all of those, if there's ever taxes due, the extension doesn't extend the ability to pay. We still need to estimate that amount.
So the rubber meets the road on the 18th when it comes to your bank account.
Definitely. Hopefully the money's there at this point in time. Otherwise, they do have, the IRS does do installment plans, but they're not cheap on the interest.
Boy, tell me. Eric, have a good day, okay?
All right, you too.
Eric Sawatsky with Yo and Yo Accounting.
A good grower always knows the forecast, and with interest rates forecasted to rise in the near future, there's never been a better time to lock in a historically low rate on a new irrigation system at your local Zematic dealer. For a limited time, get an additional 1% interest rate discount on already low financing and the earliest delivery dates in the industry, so your new Zematic pivot is ready to roll this spring. Terms and conditions apply. See your local dealer or visit lindsay.com/spring sale for full details.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Krizak's House Family Restaurant. Here's a telephone number, 989-894-5531, if you want to reserve a table and some chairs for the Easter weekend. Or you've got a party coming up and you're going to need the food supply. Again, use that number. Krizak's House, corner of Cass and Michigan on Bay City's south side. What is a typical farm comprehensive policy these days? According to ag log specialist Roger McCowan, this is what you should be looking at.
While each farm or ranch is different, every comprehensive farm liability policy should cover some basic things. The policy should cover personal property directly related to the business. That includes farm machinery and equipment, livestock and farm products such as seed, silage, animal feed, fertilizers, and pesticides. If you use a truck for farm work, you might be able to bundle a commercial auto insurance policy and add it to your overall farm insurance package. Also, make sure the policy covers any portable irrigation equipment and portable structures. While liability coverage is part of every farm insurance policy, fencing rarely is. Whether you need coverage for fencing depends on where your farm or ranch is located and whether you have livestock. Pay close attention to covered perils in the policy. Also, make sure you understand what is not covered. Is fire a covered peril? Don't assume that your homeowner's policy covers ag structures. If you have employees, the policy needs to cover potential liability claims. Many farmers view insurance as a necessary evil. It's evil until you need it. Then it's necessary.
Ag log specialist Roger McCowan talking about a typical farm comprehensive policy.
Ellen's Equipment has a full lineup of proven Bobcat equipment helping you power through the most challenging jobs and toughest projects to get more done every day. Stop in to demo the latest in compact truck loaders, skid steer loaders, excavators, and compact tractors from the leader in compact equipment. Our dedicated staff of factory-trained technicians are here to provide the regular service that keeps your equipment running strong. Ellen's Equipment is proud to be your authorized Bobcat dealer. Visit us in McBain or call 231-825-2416.
One thing about the prospective plantings report that we noted toward the tail end of last week was a lot more than just more acres going in on the soybeans. Dry beans, we go back 2 years. We're looking at quite a bit more planted acreage than what they're projecting for 2022. The same thing holds true when it comes to the winter wheat. We'll have a whole lot more at 12:30, a market update coming up, so stick around for that. Now we conclude our program with a playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez in New York. President Biden is about to take the wraps off a new rule to rein in ghost guns. They can be made on 3D printers ordered in